Human trafficking is the recruitment, enticement, transportation, or movement of any human being, and then ultimately using force, fraud, and coercion to engage that human being, whether it be a child or an adult, into labor trafficking or labor servitude, into forced labor, forced sex acts, forced domestic work, and things of that nature. The common signs of human trafficking are isolation. An individual, for example, if you ask them about their lives, they have the inability to speak to you privately or speak to you about their life. The individuals who don't have, for example, their passport or their driver's license or any kind of documentation that would help them move about freely, or even individuals without those documentations, but somebody who just can't go down to the store. People who live or are trapped with their employer and things of that nature. A lot of times people with mental health illnesses are the most vulnerable, runaways and things like that. For an individual who feels like something may be happening, and they're not sure, the common signs are, let's say you get yourself personally involved with or online involved with somebody who says everything right, and they're there for you in your darkest days, and everything they say is right, and they offer all the correct answers, and they get you into a position where you only need them. And that grooming and that enticement moves further to where you'll do anything for this person. And it most often happens online. And pretty soon you're groomed to the point where it's easy to entice you, and it's easy to get you to do things you would not normally do. For example, having sex with somebody, or going different places or doing different things that you wouldn't normally do. But that's where the grooming part starts, is when somebody is just being too friendly, too comfortable, too accommodating to garner your trust. There's a national human trafficking hotline, and there's also a text. So the human trafficking hotline can be reached at 1-888-373-7888. There are advocates available 24 hours a day to talk with or make reports. And there's also a text number, 233-7333. But I'd also suggest that wherever you are in the country, call your local law enforcement. Make those reports there. Or if you're calling about somebody else, call the local law enforcement in that jurisdiction, and then call the National Human Trafficking Hotline, because then you'll have two avenues, moving to help a victim.